What else can you say about KISNA? The story of KISNA.
Well, KISNA is a composite of the reasons that our ancestors came, were brought, or were transported.
Yeah.
Came through choice.
Yeah.
Quite a number of them came through choice. Came because they would have come, maybe they were brought in the beginning for different reasons, but when after spending time here, the 5-year contract, they went back, brought their family and friends and neighbors and came right back, as KISNA did. KISNA brought back her friends from the bazaar. She brought them back.
Yeah.
And so that is part of the story that is usually not quite told.
Right. Right.
So it's a composite experience in the recruitment, the composite experience in those who came, because there was a variety of persons, a variety of characters, a variety of places from which they came, right? And reasons, of course, as to why they choose to come or why they were brought. A few were kidnapped. KISNA herself was kidnapped in the beginning, but then the system got...
regularized or whatever.
Yes, and then, so she was in Mauritius before. And then when her contract was finished, she was in Mauritius, she was able to renew the contract, and then she decided to come back to Calcutta and take the others so they could have new lives.
Right.
But she came from a village where traditional theater, folk theater, remember I'm teaching folk theater arts, folk theater was being performed in the villages. You have the Ramleelas, the Krishna Leelas,
yeah.
right? And these things were done. So she came from a village, she came seeing that. And in the village as a child, they used to call her KISNA because she couldn't get the R in. She used to be acting as Krishna in the Krishna Leelas, right?
Yeah.
So her childhood nickname was KISNA, but her real name was Savitri, right? So when she went to Mauritius and British Guyana, she was in British Guyana before. She wanted to change her name. She didn't want to be the same person who was kidnapped and turned in. Her life was turned around during that time. She wanted to have a new presence, and she chose her childhood nickname, KISNA.
Seeta, I like the way you looked for the untold stories. The return of Lakshmini, okay? You think Lakshmini came to Suriname first?
Yes.
Right. You see, so you look for different angles to tell this indentureship story. This is another angle. And I'm sure there are other angles inside here, upside here, that you will release soon. And I hope you get the time to. Because you see how gratifying, it was on that night when it was announced that your first attempt of putting you imagine that. What can be better than that? Your first attempt, and you're working all the time. That's the thing about it. You're working all the time. Look at that. You had the time, the chance, and the reason to put it together. Right. Let's go to the cover, because cover also tells a story. Right. And tell us about the cover.
I will start with a painting. Philbert Gajadar is one of our national artists. His works are the part of the national collection of visual art in Guyana. Philbert created hundreds of paintings. I mean, he created a lot of diversity paintings, but he has hundreds of paintings with his own experience from the lodges and his own Indian experience from the villages and all of that.
Yeah.
And they're part of the collection. So when I discovered that, right, and some of them resonated with me, especially he said, I used one in my presentations, and he said, so I asked him, what inspired you to do this piece of work? It's your work, Seeta.
Your work
That's what he
inspired it.
said. Because we went to Guyana Cultural Festival, he will have his, I would be the technical director.
Yeah.
And the play would usually be mine. And the play is usually a hybrid play in terms of dance, music, and drama. And it's always about, I think as a Guyanese is 6 races, but it's not concrete like that, separated us precisely. It's all incorporated, it's all one. That one Guyana motto, it's me, right? So he attended all my presentations. He's always with me, whether it be CariFest or Inter-Guyana Cultural Festival, and it's my program on stage. And he's and if you look at that piece of artwork, he said, "This is yours. This is you."
They made an impression on him,
Right.
and he expressed it in his artwork.
Yes. And so when I found this one, right, he said that this is being the watchdogs. When an Indian girl goes out, you always have somebody accompanying her to make sure nobody interfere with you. Right? So you always have like the father, the brother, the uncle, what have you. So they're always looking out. So this is what, and so I didn't like just a flat painting for the book cover. I played with it, and then I wanted it to have dimensions, different dimensions, right? So I took his paintings and make it for all my, except for this is my photograph from Anai. But it's just to make the
different.
Yes, to give it dimensions, to give it a feel, to give it movement.
Yes. I can see that now. I can see that like a film script. You're pulling a strip of film, and you've seen it's moving.
And it's KISNA. Seriously, it's KISNA. The main character, the protagonist. It's KISNA. And the thing is, subconsciously, because I'd already chosen this before I even start to put the story, the scenes together, subconsciously, these were the antagonists in the play on the estate. Right? The driver was her constant tormentor.
Yes.
Because she was an outspoken person, and she wouldn't allow him to to hurt her fellow female workers. She was a champion for them. She was always a champion for them, whether it be Mauritius or British Guyana or whichever. And he had his lackeys. So it actually tells a story right here. And they were always looking to see what she's doing next and all of that, wherever she went. She had her protectors, but she had her detractors.
Nice conflict there. Right. Strong women.
Yes.
Strong women.
Sure women.
Strong women.
Yes.
Coming right down to your generation.
Yes.
You look back at your family itself, your mother, yourself, your daughters, your sisters. Tremendous family of artists. Right. Tell us about strong women in your life.
The strongest woman in my life had been my grandmother. It started with her. She was the one who was born on a ship, by the way, in Lakshmi. When her husband died, before her husband died, she was a house person, home person, completely home, man, dear, singing and everything. But when the husband died, she already had 6 children who were alive, because some died. But the boys, because her husband had lots of horses, and they used to do horse racing. We had the home stretch right here.
Yeah.
The race course right here.
There was one in Kitty, I understand, but I don't know where.
No, this is new on they use Sheriff Street, but this is
Durban Park, yeah.
this was the race course.
The major
This
race
was it.
course, I
Yes.
know.
And so he had his horses here, and because he used to be with his horses there, his sons got into betting, horse betting and all that. So after he died, my grandmother decided, instead of giving them the horses and the goats and the cows and all that, because all they're doing is spending it on betting, she gave the land, the house, the land on the other side to the women who were living there who lost their husbands in the war.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Right, so she gave them the rights, so they had their own transport, and she sold everything else. She just kept the one piece of land from Pike Street to Garden Street where the houses, because he built a house on each piece. He had 3 houses, and and she took the money and contributed towards the building of the Ramakrishna Church.
Wow.
Right?
Interesting.
The church in Bar Street was contributed, the contributions were made from Guyanese living, Indo-Guyanese living in Kitty. They all contributed when Pandit Paltu Ram got the rights to the land through the city council. I have the minutes of that meeting.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And so she contributed towards the church for that, the Madir. And then she started with excursions to build the school. So she was running excursions, boat excursions and to Bartica and to Adventure.
I'm now reading a bit about her,
yes.
right? Wow. She was the lead singer, impresario, who took female musicians across border, Guyana, Suriname, Trinidad.
Yes.
Wow. So you got it in your blood. And it came out well in each one of you, but ever so more in your father, Cyril.
Who had no connection to her, by the way,
Without
until he met my mom.
Okay. What a marriage then. A marriage like mine. And she was born on the ship.
Yep.
That's so.
And she was named Jack after the captain who delivered her. Well, they used to call the surgeon. The passengers used to call the surgeon the captain.
Jack.
Mm-hmm. His name was actually Jack. So that was her name when she was born. Because he saved her life, according to the...
And it's also a self-published book.
Actually, we created, my husband and I created a publishing company because all the publishers, quite a number of publishers wanted to publish the book, the established publishers. But they were not interested in publishing it the way it was written. They wanted change, they wanted ghostwriters, they wanted no bibliography, no glossary, things like that don't sell. You got to look at the market, I'm sorry. This is my work and it has to go like that. So then I did a course on how to I attended several workshops and everything on how to actually publish the works, and then we learned that we had to create an LLC and register the company and all that, and so I could get the book exactly as I wanted. No changes. Remember this had peer reviews and all of that,
already, yes. So there wasn't need for
and 2 years, and they want another 2 years. I wasn't going to do that.
Well, congratulations for being such a strong woman, and I know that you've been that all your life. What's in the making for Seeta?